Good morning, students. Today we shall discuss about William Shakespeare's drama As You Like It. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 and died in 1664. He belongs to Elizabeth period of English literature. Elizabeth is the age of drama, and now we shall discuss with detail the drama As You Like It. The theme of Shakespeare's As You Like It is based on the tale of Gamelin Robin Hood ballads and plays and Lord's Rosalind. It is a famous romantic comedy of the Elizabethan age. It begins with Orlando's prologue and finishes with Rosalind's epilogue. The comedy is probably written in 1599. The comedy is divided into 5 acts. Second act is the longest one. It contains 7 scenes. The scene of the play takes place at Oliver's house, Duke Frederick's court and Forest of Arden. The pastoral setting of the comedy is one of the important aspects of the play. Shakespeare has introduced the idyllic, rural, ideal and sentimental qualities. There are 2 villains in the comedy, namely Oliver, the eldest brother of Orlando, and the junior Duke Frederick, who has unjustly usurped the dukedom of his own elder brother, the exiled Duke. There are 3 types of humorous introduced in the comedy by 3 different characters. The sprightly humor by Rosalind, artificial humor by Touchstone, and morbid or melancholy humor by Jacques. There are as many as 4 pairs of lovers in the play, namely Rosalind and Orlando, Celia and Oliver, Silvius and Phoebe, and last but not the least, Touchstone and the Audrey. We also get the reference of Shepherdess Phoebe's love with the disguised Rosalind and poor country fellow William's love with Audrey, a country wench. So now we shall discuss about the characters. Duke Frederick is the brother of Duke Senior and usurper of his throne. Duke Frederick's cruel nature and volatile temper are displayed when he banishes his niece Rosalind from court without reason. That Celia, his own daughter, cannot mitigate his unfounded anger demonstrates the intensity of the Duke's hatefulness. Frederick mounts an army against his exiled brother, but aborts his vengeful mission after he meets an old religious man on the road to the Forest of Arden. He immediately changes his ways, dedicating himself to a monastic life and returning to the crown to his brother, thus testifying to the ease and elegance with which humans can sometimes change for the better. Now we have another character, that is Rosaline, the daughter of the Duke Senior. Rosaline, considered one of Shakespeare's most delightful heroines, is independent minded, strong willed, good hearted, and terribly clever. Rather than slink off into defeated exile, Rosaline resourcefully uses a trip to the forest of Arden as an opportunity to take control of her own destiny. Now we have another character, that is Celia, the daughter of Duke Frederick and Rosaline's dearest friend. Celia's devotion to Rosaline is unmatched, as evidenced by her decision to follow her cousin into exile. To make the trip, Celia assumes the disguise of a simple shepherdess and calls herself Elena. As elucidated by her extreme love of Rosaline and her immediate devotion to Oliver, whom she marries at the end of the play, Celia possesses a loving heart but is prone to deep, almost excessive emotions. Next we have Touchstone. Touchstone, a clown in Duke Frederick's court, who accompanies Rosaline and Celia in their flight to Arden. Although Touchstone's job as fool is to criticize the behavior and point out the folly of those around him, Touchstone fails to do so with even a fraction of Rosaline's grace next to his mistress. The clown seems hopelessly vulgar and narrow-minded. Almost every line he speaks echoes with Bawdy innuendo. Charles, a professional wrestler in Duke Frederick's court, Charles demonstrates both his caring nature and his political savvy when he asks Oliver to intercede in his upcoming fight with Orlando. He does not want to injure the young man and thereby lose favor among the nobles who support him. Charles' concern for Orlando proves unwarranted when Orlando beats him senseless. Next we have Lebeau. Lebeau is a courtier, the household of deceased Sir Roland de Boys. Sir Roland de Boys, the father of Oliver and Orlando, friend of Duke Senior and enemy of Duke Frederick. Upon Sir Roland's death, the vast majority of his estate was handed over to Oliver according to the custom of primogeniture. Orlando de Boys, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys and younger brother of Oliver. Orlando is an attractive young man who, under his brother's neglectful cares, has languished without a gentleman's education or training. Orlando cares for the aging Adam in the forest of Arden and later risks his life to save Oliver from hungry lioness. Proving himself a proper gentleman, Oliver, the oldest son of Sir Roland de Boys and sole inheritor of the de Boys estate, Oliver is a loveless young man who begrudges his brother Orlando a gentleman's education. Jacques, a faithful lord who accompanies Duke Senior into exile in the forest of Ardennes. Adam, the elderly former servant of Sir Roland de Boys, having witnessed Orlando's hardship, Adam offers not only to accompany his young master into exile but to fund their journey with the whole of his modest life saving. He is a model of loyalty and devoted service. Now next we have Denis, Oliver's servant who called Charles. Next scene we have the exiled court Duke Senior in the forest of Ardennes. Duke Senior, the father of Rosaline and the rightful ruler of the dukedom in which the play is set, having been banished by his usurping brother Frederick, Duke Senior now lives in exile in the forest of Ardennes with a number of loyal men, including Lord Amiens and Jacques. Lord Amiens, a faithful lord who accompanies Duke Senior into exile in the forest of Ardennes. Lord Amiens is rather jolly and loves to sing. Jacques, a discontented, melancholic lord, country folk in the forest of Ardennes. Silvius, a young suffering shepherd who is desperately in love with the disdainful Phoebe, conforming to the model of Petrarchan love. Silvius prostrates himself before a woman who refuses to return his affections. In the end, however, he wins the object of his desire. Phoebe, a young shepherdess who disdains the affections of Silvius, she falls in love with Ganymede, who is really Rosaline in disguise. But Rosaline tricks Phoebe into marrying Silvius. Corin, a shepherd Corin attempts to counsel his friend Silvius in the ways of love, but Silvius refuses to listen. Audrey, a simplified goatherd who agrees to marry Touchstone. William, a young country boy who is in love with Audrey. So we see Orlando is the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys, is ill-treated by his brother Oliver. When he responds to the general challenges issued by the Duke wrestler Charles, Oliver tells Charles to injure Orlando if he can manage it. The Duke's daughter Celia and her cousin Rosaline was the match, and Rosaline falls in love with Orlando. Orlando wins, but the Duke gets angry when he discovers that Orlando is the son of his old enemy, Sir Roland de Boys. Rosaline gives Orlando a chain to wear and he falls in love with her. The Duke unexpectedly banishes Rosaline and she decides to find her father, the real Duke, who has been overthrown by his brother, Celia's father, Frederick. Duke Senior lives in the forest of Ardennes together with the court jester. Touchstone, the girl set out disguised as a country boy, Ganymede, and his sister Elena. Coincidentally, Orlando, fearing for his life, has also left home, accompanied by his father's servant Adam. In the forest, the group from the court encounter a young shepherd, Silvius, and watch him being rejected by a shepherdess, Phoebe, as he declares his love for her. They meet an old shepherd, Corin, who is looking for someone to take over the sheep farm. Ganymede, who wants to settle in the forest, buys the lease. Thus we see in this comedy all the characters, they get what they want and it ends happily. All the characters, they they are married and they get what they want easily, without any obstruction, without any rejection, without any hatred.